This is a request for information on purchase of a Gradall for the town of Jonesboro. We've looked at several different kinds. What we've come up with, there are three basic ones. The first is not actually a Gradall, that's a brand name, but this is a coring. And the reason we looked at it, it's a little older than we wanted and probably a little bigger than we wanted, but it was owned by the city of Kingsport, and I've got a lot of good information on the history on that one. Took a look at it and talked to Steve Hightower, who is the fleet manager for the city of Kingsport, about it, and all in all just really couldn't recommend it, even though it was pretty cheap. It was around $16,000, but 87 model, a lot of hours on it, and really a lot bigger than what we need, so we took a pass on that one. Next was the XL 4100. Looked at quite a few of them and actually was leaning that way. That one in the bottom left for the it was in Texas, was a real good clean machine. The one in the top left also a good clean machine. Both of those got sold on us, and the others that are out there kind of expensive and kind of older. You can start getting into the money if we're talking about around the 20,000 range when they get almost 20 years old. So in the end, the next size down Gradall, if you'll notice, these only have two wheels in the rear instead of the tandem rear axle. They are a little smaller, and they have a one engine configuration, which are a lot cheaper to maintain and operate. I did download the specs on both the previous 4100 and these, and they're comparable. This one doesn't do quite as much, doesn't lift quite as much, but it has a lot of the things we need. And one of the things I liked about this one, it is available in a four-wheel drive option. I think all these you see here, except for the bottom left, are the four-wheel drive option. And that'd be real handy for us when we do the walking trails and what have you, be able to make good use of this equipment with that feature. So I'm going to look at the pick of the litter that I found on the Gradalls. This is a G3WD, and it is in Lansing, Michigan. This machine on the outside looks really clean. It's a 99 model, so we'll get a lot of years out of it anyway, using it at the 20-year mark, and probably go a little longer on a piece of equipment like that depending on the usage. This machine came out of Canada. It was used in a lumber yard. A couple good features on this machine: the four-wheel drive, as I mentioned, the one engine, as I mentioned. The probably the most important thing is that grapple right there. That thing is about a $9,000 option. Now it comes with that piece of equipment, and it comes with the traditional ditching bucket, so we'll have two buckets or two attachments with that. The one you see there, which is great for handling rocks and limbs and big things you got to reach down and get, and it's also the ditching bucket, as I mentioned. This four-wheel drive configuration, see the tires on the front, and it has a all-wheels pull on that thing. Looks like really good tread on the tires from here. The machine, all in all, I see some weld spots right here where they've welded the steps back on. That is not a deal breaker, but it does let you know that this thing's had some cosmetic things done. It's been painted and maybe a little bit of lipstick and rouge. This is the controls for the cab. It just shows you that it is not valve hydraulic, that it is electric over hydraulic, which is the preferred way to use one of these, probably the only option. The interior on the cab is what you'd expect to see. When I look at this picture, I'm looking for gauges missing and knocked out and wires strung everywhere. This looks like a pretty solid, not been tampered with too much. Around the windows you can see some rust coming through. Just let you know this is not a new machine. It has some issues, so it deserves a little closer look. Right here at the floor I see some rust. Again, not a deal breaker, but it does let you know that it's got some wear on it. So interior on the upper unit, which is where you use the grapple, looks fine, not cut up or anything. That's a good sign. The engine is a 24 valve Cummins diesel turbo engine. really common. Should be able to get parts for it anywhere. That's another good thing about the Gradalls. They do still sell parts for these and service them, so shouldn't have any trouble there. Knoxville's the closest dealer. Just another picture of the overall piece. Does look good. Looks like it'd be very usable for the town's use for a long time. It's like I say, a 99 model, so we got some years to use this thing if it's treated well. This is the email the guy sent me in Lansing that has this one. 18,000 delivered. I think that's a pretty good deal. The annual cost sheet, $6,034.50 per year. That's getting into a Gradall pretty cheap, considering new. They cost about $300,000, so we're getting into this one for 18 and coming up with a pretty good yearly cost. That's all I have on this one, and I'll be getting back with you.